Here's one of the latest interviews from Rock and Metal Revival. If you want to hear the whole show, go to rmrshow.com. That's the title track of the new CD from Royal Bliss. It's called The Truth. And, man, I love this band live. Dude, have you seen them yet?
Yeah, I saw them at the District with you that one time.
Down at the District.
Great band live,
and they're
man.
coming
Kick
back
your
to
ass.
the District September 14th with our boys Torn Between.
Nice.
And we are lucky enough to have on the phone with us today Neal Middleton from Royal Bliss. Welcome back to the show, Neal.
What up, guys? Good to be back on.
Yeah, it's great to have you. We got some of our local boys going to open up for your show at the District, and I told them that maybe they shouldn't do their cover of Save Me.
That'd be cool. I mean, yeah.
Would you get up and sing it with them if they played it?
I'd get up and sing it with them for sure.
But they do a disco version of it, which is kind of cool.
Oh, hell yeah, man.
They got the ball.
Put on my old bell bottoms or whatever and come up there and rock it out.
There you go.
Disco it out.
Well, it's been a while since we've had you on the show, and you've got your new EP out, and I was telling some people about it, and they go, hey, Royal Bliss went country, and I go, no, they didn't.
So what is that? What's the truth?
We want the truth from the man.
Well, it's kind of, okay. It's kind of hard to describe. I mean, we've always had some of the songs, like, I Was Drunk is a classic song that's, leans a lot more towards country now. You're more likely to hear it on a country radio station than you would a rock. So we've always had a little bit of that, in us. And, every record we have our heavy ones, and we have our mid-tempo, then we have our, ballads and, our drinking songs. And this new album that we worked on definitely leads towards, more towards country radio than it does rock radio.
Mm-hmm.
But, all of our shows still, we still throw in Save Me and Cry Sister and all our heavier stuff. And then we'll mix in some of these newer songs that could be classified country or it could be classified Leonard Skinner rock, Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, it's unfortunate that you have everybody puts a genre name on music nowadays.
Yeah.
I wish rock was a little bit more open-minded, but countries, they've kind of invited everybody in, and they've kind of embraced us there in Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
The CMT gave us a world premiere of that song, We're All Living the Dream, and rock radio and rock, festivals have kind of counted us out because we're just not heavy enough, is what they keep saying, or we just don't fit in the mold anymore. And so for us, it's just, I don't know, it's been a kind of natural evolution. We're kind of going back to our roots where, back in the day, writing Save Me and writing some of those heavier tunes, I was full of angst and a lot younger, and we were going through some hard times, and I had a lot of stuff to get out of my head.
Mm-hmm.
And, it was just a lot heavier time in my life. Now, I'm married with 2 kids, live in the suburbs with a cat and a dog and a white picket fence. So it's like I just don't, when it comes to writing, all my lyrics are about where I'm at in my life at that point.
Yeah,
We were like a reggae band when we started out. So,
not about being pissed off anymore.
Yeah, I'm just not as angry. It's like I own a bar. I'm in a Trevo tour bus traveling around. I'm going to sing in a band for a living and have a hot wife with 2 healthy kids and a beautiful home. I'm just not angry. I'd rather sing about partying and drinking with my friends and having a good time,
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Neal,
about love.
Like I was telling Jerry today when I got here, I go, I just was flipping through the channels before we did the interview, and I click on CMT, and who do I see? But Blackstone Cherry, and they rock as hard as anybody. You know what I mean? So
exactly.
I'm not pointing any fingers at anybody, and you know what? I still know you're out on the road, and I see tour shows with my boys from Wayland and Bobo Flex, and so I know not much has changed.
Yeah, that's been the cool thing where, we'll go to certain radio stations that we're, still friends with that still play Royal Bliss. We'll go on the rock station, and then we'll walk across the hall to the country station, and, we're playing one weekend, we're with Keith Urban and some, still don't know all the names of country people I'm learning. We're playing these country festivals, or Joe Nichols, and then the next weekend we're with Rat and Buckcherry. And it's been cool, got shows with Brett Michaels, and Brett Michaels one weekend, and then we're down with Luke Bryan the next weekend. It's wherever, and it's funny because the reaction of the audience and the crowd is the exact same, and we're playing the same songs at both the festivals. So it's been really cool. That's one thing that I've noticed. It's the crowd themselves. All they want to do is have a good time, and rock and roll and country. That's what it's all about. People drinking, having fun, and just enjoying music and beautiful women. And
amen.
We'll play both sides of the field as long as we can, you know.
Well, hey, to be honest with you, Neal, I do a country morning show and then do a rock show on the radio at night. So I'm playing both sides of the fence, too, on this deal here. So, you know what I mean? I know what you're talking about.
I don't know if he swings both ways and everything, but I would stay away from him when he's been drinking. You never know.
Yeah, right. If it's good music, it's good music.
Exactly.
Yeah. And that's what it's about.
Well, for our friends here in the State Line area who haven't seen a Royal Bliss show, I don't know anybody that's a rock fan in the city of Janesville that hasn't seen Royal Bliss out at the back bar. But you guys are coming to Rockford, playing the district, and a lot of people making the trip down there. What can people expect from a Royal Bliss show?
I mean, it's still, those that have seen it, it's still the same old Royal Bliss show. I mean, it's just high energy. You can tell we're having a really good time no matter what the circumstances are. Every time we come to Rockford, for some reason, a bus is broken down or something's blown up or whatever. But it don't matter. We love getting on that stage. That's what it's all about. So, I mean, you're going to get a little bit of everything. You know, you're going to have that southern rock vibe. You're going to have some ballads. You're going to have some heavy rock. And you're going to have a good time. I mean, that's the best part of our band that I've loved through and through, is that every single member of this band gives everything they have every night. And you can tell we're having a good time and we like each other. And when I go to see a concert, I can tell if a band doesn't like each other, if they're not into it, if they're doing it for the wrong reasons. And every single person in our band does it for the right reasons. And there's nothing better than getting on that stage for an hour, hour and a half and just throwing it down.
Now, you got a new guitarist in the band, right?
Yeah, Sean's been with us a little over 2 years now. He was from the band Candlebox.
Oh, okay.
And he was in that band for about 9 years as a guitarist. Not one of the original members, and then he kind of came over with us whenever Candlebox took a break, and then he didn't want to go back, so he just stayed with us.
Oh.
So yeah, he's amazing. I mean, he's kind of added that little bit of southern rock flair because he plays a banjo and he plays slide guitar, and he's just amazing. He's one of those guys that can play anything with strings. Yeah, pisses me off.
Yeah, I know those guys.
Oh, yeah. Man. Hey, so now the new EP... Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Just talking about this multi-talented kid.
He is. He's unbelievable listening to the... I mean...
the first thing I could hear, I heard slide, and then I heard banjo, and I'm like, who's doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I didn't know.
Well,
Neal...
we don't always have banjo at the live shows. Like, we have a utility guy that comes out with us whenever we can. But so every once in a while, I don't think he's going to be able to make it on this trip, but it'll still be just a 5-piece.
Okay.
And it'll be a little bit more of a rockin' show because Rockford is, that's a rock crowd there. That's where we built our fan base. So we kind of, wherever we go, we kind of base it on that, where we'll throw down some of the older, harder stuff and do it like that. Which is, I like being able to do that too. Where if we're playing with Joe Nichols, we can tame it down a bit. And we're playing with Rat and Buckcherry, we're going to rock your face off.
So you should throw some wah-wah on that banjo, man. That would sound badass.
Throw some what?
Some wah-wah. Some distortion and some wah-wah paddle on that.
He does every once in a while. Because it's actually like a catanjo, so it's like a 6-string banjo guitar.
Oh, okay. Yeah, seen those.
So he's able to put effects and do a bunch of stuff on it. Make it sound good.
Nice.
So Neal, what's the plan right now? You guys just going out playing dates? You just running out on quick 6-7 week tours, or what's going on with Royal Bliss?
Yeah, I mean we tried to tone it down a bit. We toured so heavy for so many years that last year we kind of dedicated to our families and ourselves that we were only going to go out 2 weeks at a time, 2-3 weeks tops, and then come home for 2 weeks. And it's really served us well over the past year and a half. I mean, more focused touring. I mean, financially it's better. For mentally, physically it's better. When we did a tour, a year and a half ago, that was like 4 months that just about killed us.
Yeah.
And we had so many breakdowns. We bought a new bus, and then it kept breaking down, and then we'd have to fly somewhere and pick up the van and drive back. And I mean, there was just so many things. And nowadays it's just like, let's just do focused 2-3 week tours. And so that's kind of like what we're doing. Like, we're out all of September. We're playing with Leonard Skinner up in Boston. And then we drive back to the weekend after that to Las Vegas and do that Route 91.
Nice. Did we lose him?
And, oh, crap. Whoops, sorry. Hold on. sorry, my kid's pushing buttons in the car.
Nice.
So, switching. Don't touch anything in there.
Yeah, Jerry.
But yeah, so
Stop touching it.
We're just out, wherever people want us. Really, we built such strong fan bases in different markets. Rockford being one of them, that we like to get out there 2 or 3 times a year and say what up. And I mean, we have a lot of friends and who we consider family at this point. So we just kind of come home. We look at it 3 months out and be like, all right, let's go back out here. We haven't been there for 6 months or haven't been there for a year, so let's go do it again. And then we signed with William Morris, so now William Morris is stepping in and starting to book us on all these shows, and that's been crazy. I never thought that 18 years into this band that, we'd be signing with William Morris, and now, Sony Records and Big Machine, and
Yeah.
And we signed another management deal. We're meeting with all these record labels and on CMT. I mean, it's been kind of a whirlwind, to be honest with you. Like, I figured, I got my bar here in Salt Lake that I'd be mellowing down, just doing short jaunts, but no, looks like next year is going to be our busiest year ever.
It's good to be in demand.
Yeah, right. No doubt. Because if it's not, then yeah, it sucks, and I'll be back doing produce at Super Target.
Nice. Now being out of Utah, I think you guys really missed an opportunity to throw some Osmond covers on this and do it as a full album.
Yeah, we were joking about that, because they're, what the big song is, I'm a little bit country, I'm a little bit rock.
Yeah, exactly. And Puppy Love.
Definitely do a play on that.
Go away, little girl. Yeah, you guys.
You sure do know a lot of their tunes.
I know, I'm a big fan.
So, if people want to keep up with what's going on with Royal Bliss, Neal, where's the best place to keep find out information about you guys? Neal?
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, no.
Where's your daddy?
Stop pushing buttons. Stop pushing buttons. What?
Nice.
So
so I'm home for 7 days, and so I'm spending as much time with my kids as I can. This is my mini me. Is Wesley's his name. He's 5 years old, and he's like me, but drunk on whiskey all the time.
Nice. Nice.
Yeah.
It
can be, I guess.
What I was asking was if fans want to find out when you're going to be in their area, where's the best place to find out?
Oh, that's funny. Well, Facebook, royalbliss.com, and you have Bands in Town. We're on the Bands in Town app too. So, on our Facebook page, we usually have all our dates, and especially our website, royalbliss.com is the best way to find out.
So now you got some banjo on this new album, but you left out the cowbell. What's up with that? That's what I was expecting to hear. I was expecting to hear some cowbell after we've interviewed people. They always put cowbell on their next album. What's up?
No, we really gotta do that. I think we're actually been in the studio the past 2 weeks doing some more songs, and I'm gonna really talk about that because I'm not very good at doing two things at once. I can sing, like playing the guitar. I struggle a little bit playing the guitar and singing, but I'm pretty sure I can bang a cowbell in rhythm.
I think you can.
Proper.
It doesn't have to be in rhythm.
I think so too.
It doesn't have to be in rhythm.
Yeah, we don't
we're
care.
Good.
Yeah.
We're good. We
Just
don't
hit
care.
that damn thing.
Just hit it. Doesn't
You
matter.
just need more cowbell. That's all it is.
That's right. All right. Well, Neal, we're really looking forward to seeing you down at the District. It's been way too long since the last time we saw you, and looking forward to partying the night, even on a Wednesday night. I don't care. And we're
gonna have a good time that night.
Yeah, we're gonna have a great time, and so we're gonna play another track. Hey, you just pick one. I've got all your stuff.
Well, you already did The Truth, so let's do a flashback to one of my favorite rockers that we like to play. Is called Cry Sister, and I know you guys have played that a couple times.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You guys have that loaded up?
We got it loaded up, and Neal Middleton, you are always welcome on Rock and Metal Revival.
You guys are awesome, man. Thank you for always supporting us. We really appreciate it. Look forward to seeing you.
To catch the whole show of Rock and Metal Revival, all you have to do is check it out on these affiliates. Mega Rock Radios on Saturdays from 11 a.m. Eastern Time, and on Uncontrolled Noise Tuesdays at 1 a.m., Thursdays at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and on Saturday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern on uncontrollednoise.com. And make sure that you leave them a message and tell them that you found Rock and Metal Revival on their stations.